bacon, no bacon, no bacon, no bacon,
Bacon, no bacon.
Podcast. Yep, you're coming in.
Why were you supposed to be in New Brunswick? You
Remember
were doing. You're
those
supposed
gigs
to be
were
doing.
canceled, yeah.
Dude, that feels like a lifetime ago.
It was only last week. I was supposed to be coming back, I think, on the 17th, 18th, 17th or 18th.
Oh, but it feels like a long time ago.
As it is right now, I am scheduled to be there August 14 and 15 in St. John at the Punchline. But because they've been saying since the beginning of July that New Brunswick will open up to Quebec starting July 31st. So
you can go to New Brunswick?
Apparently. That's what they announced then. But if one, like I see they in New Brunswick, when they get one case, they're like, fuck it, no, fuck you, Quebec. You suck a dick. No dirty Quebecois coming in here. So, but we booked a plane ticket and everything, so it's gonna, we're a little stressed.
Well, you could cancel your ticket or push it.
Yeah,
I
told her just in case, I told her, I just get a refund, I'll drive. A worst case, I'll drive there, you know what I mean? And then, pretend to quarantine and don't quarantine. Like, I don't, I'll be careful.
Okay, maybe we should start over.
No, it could, unless it was in danger. If I felt any symptom at all, I would not go. But
so are you following the Derek Seguin rule book on this whole coronavirus situation?
Pretty.
You just go by your own whatever you feel. You've set your own guidelines.
Pretty well.
Okay, so you don't quarantine if you go over to New Brunswick. You won't quarantine
when I come back.
Well, do you have to quarantine when you go there?
No. If they stick with their previous announcement, no, it's everybody free.
Okay, but let's say right now, if you go to New Brunswick right now.
Yeah.
All right, wait. We should wait to podcast because what do you?
My printer just started making noise. I'm trying to shut it up. That's all.
All right. How's it going, Derek?
As of right now, I think if you go into New Brunswick, whether you live there or not, you're supposed to quarantine for 14 days. Starting July 31st, the announcement they made was it would be okay to not quarantine and all that. But they expect that you're not going to go if you have symptom, and they'll ask you, I guess, en rentrant. I don't know. I can't imagine they've set up a temporary border or anything like that.
I don't know. I thought they did set up some sort of a border.
Really? Like a roadblock or something?
If I'm not mistaken, New Brunswick. Is someone are you ruffling with files still or something?
No, it's my fucking computer.
That's your printer?
My printer decided to do a fucking
doing an update?
Maintenance.
Right when
Dude, timing is everything. I played golf today, and I usually always the weird shit happens, but it's never in a good way. Like I'll fucking hit it great, but it'll hit a pebble and then fire off onto a sprinkler. Hit an old lady, she's suing me, and then fucking the ball will trickle into the lake. Today, I cranked one. Dude, I hit so many trees today, it was ridiculous. So many. Like, I'm like, who put all these fucking trees on the golf course? This bullshit's really ruining my game. But the first time I hit a tree, it was a great shot. Chris de Callis. Sorry, that was UNICEF Canada calling me. I shouldn't swear at UNICEF. They're a good charity and everything, but fucking not during a podcast.
Did you just got cut off by UNICEF?
That was UNICEF, yeah. And just so everybody knows, we use our phone to communicate with each other. This is a camera when I speak to you, lovely audience who I appreciate so much. When I go like this, I'm looking at Abdul, and he's in my iPhone, and he's looking at me through his phone. So just the little behind the curtain fucking look for you people.
This is how it's done. See, the glamour has now disappeared, and now they're not as excited.
No, because they totally thought
you've just ruined it all.
They totally thought that we were just talking down a really long hallway with different colored. I'm in the garage, which leads into Abdul's parents' house.
But not a lot of people that know that the way we record this way. People always ask me, they go, "How do you guys get that great quality audio on that It's a shit ton of work.
Yeah, for Abdul.
It's all that uploading and
we record onto these.
Still, yeah.
Right, I'm showing everybody the
yeah, we record onto the Zoom, record the audio into there, record our video feeds onto our good cameras.
These are cameras.
And then
Abdul guided me to buy a similar camera to his.
Send me over the footage, and then I sync it up, and we got good quality video and audio. Meanwhile, when we do this, it sounds like shit. You and I sound like shit right now.
That might be interesting at some point for the podcast, that we take people on a little tour. Like first you take us on a tour of your place, and then I take them on a tour of my place and show them what the podcast setup looks like from this angle, you know? Like from this angle, it's like, oh, super clean, but there's a fucking light on a windowsill there and a box holding up the fucking camera, the other camera. Just riddled with cigarette butts. We should just make
separate videos. We'll do that. We'll make separate videos and just send it over to me, and we'll I'll fix it up.
All right, you do, and I will give full credit where it's due. Abdul does all of it. I do this part.
I'll fix it up, buddy.
I do. I talk into the stick, and then I take a little chip and I put it in my computer and send it to Abdul, and he does the magical thing of making us talk face to face.
It's a hell of a fucking... all right, yeah, there's supposed to be borders at... and they check your IDs when you're coming into New Brunswick. Each province has its own rule. Yeah, I think every province
does it
in the
say
Maritimes.
Until July 31st?
It says... this is an older article from the starting of July.
Yeah, last word that it was July 4th July 5th that we confirmed that we were going to do it.
July 5th that you confirmed you're going to do the show,
but
not
because the premier had just made an announcement that July 31st, if all goes well, July 31st we will open up to Quebec.
Okay. Yeah, well, yeah, I'd check it out before you trek all the way down there.
Obviously before I go to the airport, I'm going to maybe cancel the flight.
And you're going to fly there, yeah? Well, I guess, yeah, you should check. Well, the airline would know that, right?
Yeah.
If you're allowed to fly in, like they'd probably check you at the gate if you're a resident or not.
Yeah.
I feel like you'd probably be allowed to fly there, maybe not drive.
But then they expect you to quarantine for 4 days. Who's going to go visit New Brunswick and then spend 14 days in a house? Like if you're going there, you're going on vacation. You're not going there for...
I guess,
a 14-day retreat.
I don't know. I mean, and what are they doing? Like, how is the club?
I won't even pack a bag. I'll just bring like a fucking, like a self-help book and some yoga pants on the plane. I'm like, I am going to become one with myself for 14 days in New Brunswick.
Find yourself
St. John,
in that.
To be exact. That's, if you could pick a more zen place on earth, it would be a fucking outhouse.
Just find.
Why am I shitting on St. John? I love St. John.
But the club is going to operate at what capacity? Full capacity? Half? A quarter? 1/17th?
I believe they have.
We're getting fractions.
I believe they have the same. I think Quebec's been a leader with quantitative data. 50 was the Quebec thing. Ontario, like 3 weeks later, decided 50 was their number as well.
Okay.
I know Yuck Yucks in Ottawa. They've gone above and beyond. Like the comedy, you went to the Comedy Nest. The Comedy Nest really put good measures in place, right? Like all the staff's wearing mask, glove, and a shield,
and a face shield. With the glove. Yeah,
everything. Like they're swapping out the mics and disinfecting them for every comedian.
And they check your temperature when you come up to the door too.
Check your temperature. Each one of us got one of these things, these little foam bull that we keep in a Ziploc for when we come back. It's like that. So Yuck Yucks has gone even a step further because now it's mandatory mask in Quebec. So it's probably a matter of time before it's mandatory mask in Ontario. Maybe it's already happened. I'm not sure. But there is obviously exceptions for people with health reasons that can't wear a mask, asthmatic, whatever you've got, fucking, I don't know, prosthetic. I don't know. But performer too. We don't have to perform with...
Prosthetic?
Yeah, like people that have those prosthetic noses, or like people with hair lips that have a prosthetic face plate. Can't wear a mask.
Is that a...
like the guy in Captain America there. He's got like a fucking Phantom of the Opera face thing.
You're talking about a guy in a movie?
No, there's real people like that too.
Really? That have that? Well, yeah, I'm sure there is.
Anyway,
but I mean,
several medical conditions, anxiety,
the amount of people that have it. Yeah, there you go. That's a better.
Better ones. Those are better
choice.
medical examples.
If you have an implanted fake plastic nose and you can't breathe out of it, we understand.
How
about just anxiety?
It's fresh in my
What
mind
if you're
right now,
stressed?
because I got a pimple. You know when you get a pimple inside your nose, and it was really fucking hurting, and it was moving to the outside of my nose, like it's going straight through the whole nostril. I'm like, oh fuck, I'm gonna have to get a prosthetic nose. That's why it's fresh in my mind, that particular ailment, which would also be
nose.
an immunization from wearing a mask. I almost pulled that card today at Canadian Tire. Hey, sir, you have to wear a mask. I have a pimple in my nose. I have a medical reason to not wear the mask.
It hurts
so much.
Have you not had a pimple in your nose? Can you wear a mask?
You heartless bitch.
Oh man.
So I did hear somebody cussing out a clerk at Canadian Tire, and when I see it in the videos, I always say I would totally tell that bitch to shut up. I just fucking hid in the next aisle. I kind of ducked. I'm like, oh shit, she's mad. I didn't know what she was really mad at. Anyway, so yes, the New Brunswick thing, August 14 and 15. I should be at Punchline in St. John. But hopefully they don't change their mind. That's the thing.
Yeah, I don't know, but so of course it'll probably be reduced capacity, and everyone will have to be spaced
50
out.
is what New Brunswick has gone with too. Yeah.
Yeah, it's but what does that place hold? Because that's a small place, isn't it?
I haven't been there to the new one. They've moved.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I don't know what the new place hold. I assume more, because the other one was like, I think 120 or something. But anyway, maybe we'll do 2 shows a night. I'm not exactly sure yet. But Ottawa, like I was saying, we were already all over. I've started 4 stories already and I haven't finished one yet. This is crazy. But Ottawa is like the Bordel did. They put up plexiglass for us because as performer, we're not going to wear a mask to perform.
That's
but
good.
They put us behind like a fucking roadhouse.
We should have been in cages for a long time.
Yeah, I suppose. I do spit a lot when
we're
I talk
an uncivilized bunch.
Tabarnak. Memory card full. Memory card full. You
just
said
don't stop your audio so that we can just hear your
carry on.
Your hellish. Oh man. This happens every single, not so bad with that. Last week was my screw up. I screwed up. That's all my fault with the audio from last week. Not really my fault. Something happened with the recorder and it just mashed our audio together and I couldn't use mine.
Shit. We got a brand new one here.
Derek is having some technical difficulties with...
I asked you before we started.
I mean, yeah, but your card wasn't empty.
Apparently. I told you I didn't delete it.
Oh, well, you have to say how much is in it. You can't just say, well, I've got a 32 gig card.
And I didn't delete the last podcast.
Do you think I have enough?
And I didn't delete the last podcast.
Oh, is that what you said?
Yeah.
Oh, that's my fault then. I should have told you that would have been a problem.
All right, here we go.
Well, it's all right. Look, these things happen, and they happen very often on this podcast, but we're still learning. Remember we started at episode 1 to like 5, and we're like, we're still learning. We're trying to figure this out, and things would keep happening, and cameras would get cut off, and we'd lose audio, and we're like, we're just learning, and we're at episode 19, and we still haven't managed to figure out.
Episode 19?
This is episode 19.
We should be doing something special for 20 or something.
Give us a marker, buddy, on that audio, and there you go.
Bam,
We've got a marker.
Like that. What was that? 1 minute? Let's see, and I turn around.
Look at that. You're like a pit crew.
Thank you, Amazon, for sending me so many memory cards.
Out.
Every time I buy something on Amazon, I fucking throw a 64 gig memory card in there.
Oh, you just throw it in there? Because I was going to say, you have a lot of memory cards.
Mm-hmm.
I have 2 of your memory cards still. I must return.
Right. X-Acto knife. We'll put that away. So let me finish the story. Ottawa, plexiglass, like the Bordel.
Yeah.
Bordel is the French comedy club here in Montreal, owned by Mike Ward and François Bellefeuille and Charles Deschamps and Louis-José Hood and Peter McLeod. No, I don't know. I don't know who the other guys are. Anyway.
I don't know.
So apparently, August 14, 15 in St. John at Punchlines. I'm also at Yuck Yucks in Ottawa July 30, 31, and August 1st. And Howard Wagman, the lovely Howard Wagman, the owner of the club in Ottawa, wrote me today and said, listen, it's not your fault. I'm not saying it's your fault, but we might have to reduce the number of shows. So I haven't been promoting very well. So if you live in Ottawa, maybe come to a show. Howard's really stressed. I haven't been promoting it very much. So this is the first little plug. July 30, 31, and August 1st, where I'm at August, Yuck Yucks in Ottawa. Very safe. They're sanitizing like motherfuck. They have a plexiglass, so this dirty crotty can't get my cooties on you. Everyone's in a mask. It's mandatory mask until you get to your table. Then you can take off the mask to drink and eat and all that. But so it's very safe. And it's magical for me. It's the last show I did before the pandemic was at that club, and now
right, that's true.
The first headline, the first club headline I'm gonna do is also there, which is pretty fun.
Back there. Well, that's how long we've been sitting at home.
Yeah,
not being allowed doing stuff. But that's so you're gonna go ahead and do it. I'm glad they're putting the plexiglass in the front.
You're glad about it, yeah.
I am glad because it. I was thinking about it. And it's like when you're on stage, it's not just you, but you also have a room filled with people.
A basement,
who are
no
just
less.
Laughing in your direction.
A basement,
you know?
No less. Yeah.
Yeah, in a basement with low ceilings. Like, it can't even bounce up.
There's that one air exchanger that just kind of go like, like it just pushed down and fucking threw out the room. Like, let's spread this around.
Yeah.
But,
so it's the fact that they're plexiglass in it, that's a good sign. That's very good that they're going to do that because, it's just it's a crazy time, man. But I think if we all just practice and it'll end sooner, hopefully. It's never going to end.
I think the mandatory masks might be doing something. I don't
It definitely does. It does. But then, I think it's a good thing.
Didn't we have, like in Quebec, didn't we have the biggest number of single-day cases since like June or something like that, just yesterday?
When's that? Did we?
Like 180, but I mean, it doesn't seem like that much.
Yeah, but that's probably why they implemented the masks, because everybody's partying and not wearing a mask, and now that they've done it, it'll take it'll take at least a week or two to like catch up.
Yeah,
the numbers to like actually show an improvement because of people wearing a mask.
And it's scary. Like some people, it's funny. Some people have it and don't even know they have it.
Yeah,
you know, they have no fever, they have nothing, literally nothing, and they just par hasard, I'll take a test, and I have it. And then other people, you know, like it's generally a 2-week thing, like a flu or like, you know, any virus. It's for like 90% of case, it's 2 weeks of being sick and, you know, fucking. But then there's people that need to go on respirator, and then there's people
I'd say it's like
that
a
are
month.
Sick for like 3-4 months. See, they've been fighting.
I feel like it's never been 2 weeks. It's always been like when somebody has it, it's been like a month that they.
Why is the quarantine 2 weeks then?
Because I think 2 weeks to show symptoms. 14 days is like
incubation period.
It's like you'll start showing symptoms. The majority of people will show symptoms in between 0 and 14 days.
Okay, but most, again, 90% is within 4 or 5 days of.
Right. But the maximum that you could have 14. It without any symptoms, 14. I think that's why they do it. Yeah. But
and the
I'm
information
sure it's probably 10,
what bugs me is information keeps changing, right? Like at first it was like incubate can live on certain surface for 12 hours, and then that same surface it's fucking 900 hours, and then people with no symptoms, 98% of them don't spread the virus, and then all of a sudden, even if you don't have symptoms, you're spreading the virus. What the fuck? Which is it?
Well, I've always heard the spreading the virus thing with symptoms or not, but I feel like it's so new that they don't know a ton of stuff. So that's why I feel like everybody should kind of like play it safe at the start and let's see until the data comes out and they start figuring out, okay, we could do this,
safe. But dude,
we can't do this.
It's been 7 months. 90% of the fucking health people on the planet are studying nothing but that. Are you telling me we don't have fucking some data? We must have some data.
We definitely have, but it's. I think it's skewed with the amount of people that just keep getting it. And now they're overwhelmed. I don't even know if they're able to do data. Like I was looking at LA, man. The amount of people that the whole way that they can find and like learn about this virus is through the contact tracing.
Right.
And So when you get it, they go, who did you come in contact with? Where did you go? Tell us a list so we can figure this out. But in LA, there's like 2,000 people that work for contact tracing right now.
No kidding.
And there's like thousands more that are getting it like a day. Oh, so like what are the numbers in LA? It's crazy. Like you'll never catch up to it.
Dude, it's over 140,000 deaths now in America. Like, to put it in context, the town I live in is about 150,000 people. It's like everybody in Brassard is dead.
Is dead.
Fucked up.
Yeah.
It's so fucked up.
It's, how many? Somebody
actually tweeted to Howard because he was bragging. You know, when you're doing the promo, he brags about...
Here,
sorry.
Just to set, LA today had 3,100 cases. And yesterday they had 2,900.
Jesus.
And there's only 2,000 people that work for the contact tracing. So they're over their head. Sorry, what were you saying about Howard?
Somebody wrote to him, like, because he was you kind of brag, like, or brag. It's not bragging, right. It's setting everyone's mind at ease, right? Like, don't worry, we're taking proper measures. Masks are mandatory, this and that and that. Somebody tweeted him, actually, and said, oh, fucking masks, like, whatever. This whole coronavirus, what are you doing? You're such a sheep. Smoking kills more people every year than coronavirus.
It's pretty bad.
And Howard was like, you can't catch smoking. I just farted. I farted. What's that chick's name?
Coronavirus, the least of your... Oh, Darla.
Darla, yeah. I farted.
Darla from Bathurst. That was a great one.
You can't catch smoking, though. That was a good line.
Well, dude, I think everybody's really on edge, and it's crazy. Like, I even wrote a joke, and dude, I had people write back, like, they were legitimately mad. All I wrote was everyone who's against the mask looks like somebody who would have failed high school science.
Right.
And I had a guy just be like, he was like, you keep being shitty. He was like, keep being shitty.
Good one.
And he was like super mad, like and he was like, your brother's nicer off. I'm out. Like, what? What do you mean? What does that mean? Like, and then another guy was like mad at it too. I was like, why are you guys mad at the fact that you need to wear a mask, or like that's what they're... I get, like, I feel like it's all those macho dudes.
We're trying to find the fucking correlation. He likes your brother better, therefore Aerosmith fans hate the mask.
Well, it's a lot of those guys that are like, what I don't get is like, if you're somebody, especially if you're a dude, and I know there's a lot of those dudes that are anti-mask that are like real, when Remembrance Day rolls around, they're those guys like, we're the puppy, respect the veteran.
Yeah.
We got troops, we got to respect. And it's like, well, and now they're like, well, I'm not wearing a mask. No government's going to tell me what to do. You're like,
yeah,
you're
tell those same
veterans.
Guys, tell those same guys, yeah, could you join the army then, please? Join the army. Go to the front lines, you fuckface.
You're killing veterans. They're the elderly.
There was a great meme by a United States Marine.
Stupid.
There was a Marine that was like fucking shitting on those people too. Like, wear a mask.
There you go.
Like, fucking, you're all fucking up in arm about taking a knee. You're fucking killing veterans. You can't wear a mask, you stupid fucking piece of shit.
Yeah. It doesn't make any sense to me. It's like, how could you be for your country in one aspect, and then the other side you're like, oh, I don't know, my government not going to tell me how to live.
They have them in Canada too, though. It's not them.
That's what I'm talking about. It is Canada. I mean, these people that are commenting on my Facebook page are Canadians.
The guy that got taken down at Tim Hortons. Do you see that?
Dude. That was the funniest video I've ever seen. But at first, I was like, "This is excessive."
It had everything about 2020 in that one video, except for Black Lives Matter. If the guy had have been like, even if an onlooker had have been black, it would have been encapsulated all the stupid fucking shit, because that escalated so fucking fast. Like, those cops really pepper spray and wrestling the guy. How about ask him to leave?
Yeah.
How about say, you gotta go.
They did.
They
asked him to
like
leave.
A bouncer.
They did, and he didn't want to.
No,
He's
they
like,
said you can't get served without a mask. They didn't ask him to leave. They asked him to put on a mask. And he said, no. They never said, well, if you're not wearing a mask, you have to leave. They never fucking pointed to the door, you know?
Yeah.
It just suddenly became, I'm fucking going to attack you now because I have a fucking ball cap on and a shiny
I don't agree. I don't
brooch.
agree with the force that they put on him.
Then they both attack him. His partner, it's like a 6 foot, it was like a 6'2" male policeman and a 5'4" whatever female police officer, and the male police officer grabs the guy, fucking wrestle the girl police officer, the female police officer, come and grab his other arm, and they're struggling and they're not able to fucking subdue him, so the fucking male police officer lets go of the guy. When the woman is still holding one arm, the female police officer, he backs away 4 feet and pulls out his pepper spray. Meanwhile, the girl police officer is still wrestling with this guy's one wrist. Thank God the guy is not a complete sauvage and just fucking crank her with the hand that this guy just let go.
Seriously.
You know what I mean? He backs off and go like pepper spray, which, by the way, don't spray pepper spray when your fucking partner is attached to the fucking guy you're pepper spraying. And he did. He fucking pepper sprayed him with his partner attached to him. Anyway, escalated so fucking fast. The bitch fucking filming, and I'm sorry, bitch, but she sounded like a fucking bitch.
Fucking
Tout ça pour un masque. Tout ça pour un asti de calice de masque.
I wish.
Don't help your boyfriend. Don't fucking speak reason to people. On se calme tout le monde. Don't try to calm the situation. Just, this is gonna be great sur mon Facebook. Asti, ça va fucking pogner cette affaire-là. Pour un asti de masque. Kiss.
Yeah, man, I couldn't stop laughing. That had to have been the funniest video I've seen all year, man. Just her yelling in the background.
So fucking fast. Like, how did it become a wrestling match?
Yeah.
Ask the guy to leave. Direct him to the leaving. You know, let's get outside. Then the third cop shows up. Then the third cop shows up to assist. Sans mask, no fucking mask. I'm gonna lick this fucking. I'm gonna lick the perp. I'm gonna lick the perp and teach him. Just it had fucking everything. Police brutality.
He's the guy who has COVID.
Police that are incompetent, that don't know what to do. They don't even know how. That's what they do. You have one person, really, like Abdul, like the Butch Cassidy Sundance Kid. You and I are on tour in that fucking weird bar in Bathurst with Darla and company. You know, in those scenario, it's me and you. I got you, you got me. We got each other's back. As police officers with a partner, that's the above all things. You know, toward a crime.
Yeah,
if you
he was definitely a bad cop. He was definitely not. But you know what? He was so overpowered, but he was overpowered. He couldn't take that guy down. That guy was a tank.
Well, they did ultimately take him down. And honestly,
his
shoe fell off. His shoe fell off in the takedown.
He probably just, I mean, the only other thing he could have done was, like, I don't know, punch him in the neck or something. Like, you don't want to be caught on camera doing that. So at least the pepper spray was like a least.
He was lying on him, had him handcuffed, and was still lying on him. Not fucking knee to the neck or anything. But
who's that? The other guy, the guy with no mask.
The third guy that came in.
The third guy.
No, the fucking first guy that hung his partner out. Anyway,
it was pretty.
It was
funny.
handled terribly.
If you haven't seen it, you got to see this video.
It was handled terribly. I'm not defending the guy that got arrested. He was being a total douchebag. He was being a total idiot. Just fucking wear a mask. Or, hey, guess what? Because in the background, you see the service au volant. ST. People are doing the drive-through. Dude, you don't want to wear a mask?
Yeah.
Fucking drive-through, you cunt.
Yeah.
Non. Hey, je m'en vais prendre un petit déjeuner avec ma blonde. Puis elle va tourner tout ça. On fait des vidéos de Tim Horton breakfast. They serve it all day, by the way. And then, tout ça pour un asti de calice de masque. C'est ça, asti de mouton. Or whatever the fuck she was saying.
She started coughing, man.
I think that was him coughing.
No, I think that was her.
Somebody was commenting that it was her, and she's coughing en plus. Listen, listening to her voice, I'm a smoker, but like I'm a smoker, and I shouldn't. characterize, but I mean, just listening to this woman's voice, and en fume des styles d'exportés bleus, cette fille-là, man, sitting on the fucking balconville. If she's coughing, it's a smoker cough. But I think it was the guy that just got pepper spray. I think that's him coughing, because it was like a... And at one point she's talking over the cough. So I think it was the little fucking
yeah, okay.
Johnny
I'm sure they probably were both coughing. Oh man, that was hilarious. What a great video. That was all time for me. That's I don't know if there's going to be a better video in 2020. That's great, man. That was so funny.
It is. It had everything.
I couldn't stop laughing. I had tears coming down my face. I was laughing so hard at her. I wish we could do like a watch, if we could watch it together. We should figure out how to do it and watch it on Instagram or something and do like a reaction video.
It had everything, like police incompetence. There's something with the misogyny thing, like the world women, men, like the woman police officer, how ill-treated she was, even though there was like the chivalry is dead, but we have to make it dead.
Chivalry,
and like it would have been great if the lady would have. Like, as she's tout ça pour un masque, y a-tu un aigle pas loin, Chris, pour améliorer la situation? I don't know. We needed the Black Lives Matter situation thrown into the thing. I don't know.
If
to make it just an all-around train wreck. You know what I mean?
If anyone would have said that, it would have been she would have done that for sure. I'm surprised she didn't. That's all it was missing. Was just
it got cut before the
there probably was
the
a whole
ordeal
bunch of,
was finished.
There was a bunch of N-words at the end of that video that got cut out for sure.
I'm this is the society I'm part of. This is I could drive in less than a day to wherever that Tim Horton is and come in contact with those four complete fucking retards.
I absolutely love it. I saw that and I was like, I am home. Thank you. I love it.
Meanwhile,
I love it.
There's like 16,
I love our hillbilly Quebecers.
16 and 17-year-old kids working at this Tim Horton who are handling it fantastic.
Right.
Like the young girl, you see her, whoa, monsieur, and then when shit goes sideways, grabs the phone and is calling backup or whatever, because fucknuts is already blown his load. He's fucking pepper sprayed the guy, pepper sprayed his partner. Oh man, it's
fucking all that for Tim Hortons. I can't believe it.
It's anyway,
just crazy. I can't.
Not for Tim Hortons, Abdul. Tout ça pour un masque.
Pour un masque, yeah.
Tout ça pour un masque. Non, madame Asti, c'est pas un masque. C'est que vous êtes épaisse. Ton
did he
chum,
say
c'est un
something
esti
about
de
his...
bouffon.
did he say... I gotta watch it again. Did he say something like, je suis ici avec ma blonde or something? Dude,
c'est ça, je suis ici avec ma blonde. Ma copine, he said. Avec ma copine, je viens prendre un sandwich avec ma copine. So you don't know if it's his friend or his copine, you know, like he's probably having an affair. It probably thwarted an affair. This is probably a Tinder date gone wrong.
That's so funny. His Tinder date, he brought his Tinder date to Tim Hortons.
And he's saying, non, j'ai le droit, c'est dans mes droits. It's in my rights. I don't have to wear a mask. I'm allowed to order without a mask. And I'm like, dude, no, you're not. That's a temporary measure, but it's been fucking declared such. Everyone that goes in a public...
Yeah. Just wear the fucking... I get it. I know. I understand. Look, if you don't want to wear it, I understand completely. It's annoying. It's a change in our life. I didn't want this. Nobody wanted this. We didn't want to have to live like this. I get it. It's a fucking pain in the ass.
And it's when you fight back against these temporary things.
Just put it on and we can get over this and that's it. We're all in a shitty situation together. It's not like they're just singling you out and they're like, hey man, you put the mask on. Everyone else could walk around, do whatever the hell they want. Yeah. No, it's like you're literally telling everyone to do it. So we're all in it together. Just do it. Just pitch in. We're not assholes.
When Pierre Trudeau called the War Measures Act and had soldiers in the street, and like there's a fucking tank flying down the Maisonneuve Boulevard or whatever, and you're like, well, I have the right of way, so I'm just gonna go. That tank is gonna fucking go right over you.
Yeah.
Well, that tank didn't signal. What the fuck? we're in there's a very specific circumstance happening right now.
Yeah.
Don't
yeah, exactly.
He deserved to have been taken outside and beaten up outside.
They should have taken a baton to his head.
Why?
Bring that guy to India.
Why?
Fucking let the
let's
cops handle him.
Let's cane him. Yeah. I don't get it. I'm gonna grab a beer. Entertain our guests.
All right, man. Entertain. I haven't done that in a long time. Hey-o. But yeah, what a wild...
so many fridges in this house. I don't have to go very far.
I know, I was so... that video made me laugh so much, man. What a great...
Yeah.
What a great... Like, everything about it, and that woman yelling, and then the coughing to end it, just so good. Just so funny and so ignorant. It just makes me laugh so much.
It makes me sad. See, you
but
laugh
dude,
when I'm
America
sad.
is like... I feel like we have a couple of these people, like, just kind of... sprinkled across.
Yeah.
But I mean, America just seems like nobody gives a shit. Like, you can't... I don't get it. It doesn't make any sense how
I was
bad
talking
it is
about
and
this
nobody cares.
today.
Like, don't you care about your country?
Yeah. Or your fellow man. Is the country is one thing. Patriotism is one thing. And it's often, as we've seen, you've probably seen living in LA, it's often ill-placed, irrational fucking patriotism. It's like, but your fellow man, where's the empathy? Where's the compassion? Where's the
it's all number one, buddy.
The benevola of wanting people to be good,
Dude, now my camera ended.
Oh,
how the hell did that happen?
This conversation is just heavier than usual. That's why it's taking up more data. We're just filling up the data because it's so full of entertainment.
How did that happen? Yeah, I know. I did not know.
I was talking about that golfing today, which I started out the podcast talking about the trees in the golf, but I was talking to my friend Dave Peters, who's the photo editor for the Gazette Sports section, how Donald Trump's finally starting to lose a little bit of support and approval rating, but the people that are hanging on are those irrational patriots, the ones that fucking, I don't want to characterize whatever. If you have a mullet doesn't mean you're a dickhead, but it's probably down to 30-some% support, but those 30-some% people probably own like 80% of the fucking heavy arms. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
so,
100%.
And Trump is already hinting that he may not accept the results of the election. And I bet you get what that means. I will not accept the results of the election. He said, I might accept the results if basically he's saying, if I win, I will accept it. If I lose, maybe I won't accept it. Maybe I won't. Like there's never been a not peaceful transfer of power ever in the history of the country, which is a much older country than Canada.
Dude, he's insane.
And he may just say, no, I'm not leaving, which is very fucking Stalin and Putin and Hitler-esque.
I think he will. I think he's just he's a bit of a bullshitter. I'm worried about his
bit of a bullshitter. Well, welcome to Bacon No Bacon, where we like to understate things to an extreme level.
Well, yeah, okay. He's a fucking huge bullshitter. So why would you believe that? But I feel like it's his. I'm not worried about him. I'm worried about his supporters.
Yeah, me too. These fucking crazy
I'm not worried about him.
People that show up in the fucking legislatures with fucking AR-15 rifles.
Those people are nuts, man. And that's the thing is like, I think whichever side wins, it's gonna not be good because the other side's gonna be mad, and it's just gonna be chaos. I mean, right now they're already rioting every day. They're in the streets still. It's crazy.
I think that I think you point something out very important. I think there are stupid people. There's stupid people in Canada. There's stupid people in the States. But I do think America in my lifetime has never been more divided. And I don't feel that is happening in Canada. Like you had Andrew Scheer saying that the Liberals should try to fucking get rid of Trudeau. The country is kind of like together. Like I'd say
we're kind of holding it together. Yeah.
I'd say, there's a high 80% of people are basically, let's fucking get this thing under control. You know what I mean? Let's fucking work together. Let's take care of each other, where you're not seeing that a lot in America. Certainly not middle America and the fucking big cities. I still, Bernie Sanders would have been such a great fucking thing for that country. God damn it.
That country is, it's just too corrupt, man. It's just too corrupt. You can't have a guy like Bernie Sanders come in and have all these progressive ideas. There's too much money being thrown around behind the closed doors on both parties.
Because Joe Biden, honestly, you know what Joe Biden makes me think of? It makes me think of, you write scripts. Abdul's a very good writer. When you write a script and you just write, and then American politician, possibly a diplomat, walks into the United Nations. That's what Joe Biden is to me. He's just a politician.
Cookie cutter.
Just
a guy version of
that wears a suit pretty well and talks well, has a nice haircut.
That's what the Democrats in the States are, though. I feel like they're still the same bullshitters as the Republicans, but they put that cookie cutter in front so that you kind of go, oh, that's a nice, comforting feeling to look at, and I believe him. You know, but meanwhile, they're still doing bullshit. You know, they're still doing things that are not. You know what I get? Like Nancy Pelosi is. Her riding is San Francisco. Like, that's where she is.
Yeah, I know.
Have you been? Like, San Francisco's a shithole, dude. There's homeless people everywhere. The divide between rich and poor is
Donald Trump
insane.
points it out all the time.
Yeah.
Mike Pence even did it. Mike Pence even did it a couple of weeks ago.
But all these guys they're all full of shit anyway. So they're just as bad. I don't believe any of them. I mean, look, they wanted to point fingers at Trump doing a bad job. All the Republicans, Georgia, everyone doing a bad job. Now look at California. They're the highest hit. New York, the highest hit. All the liberal places that got, like cities that got nailed with COVID. Oh, they were handling it great. They're not. They're telling everyone to wear masks, but nobody's wearing them. So it doesn't mean anything. And then,
I had to take off my mask to tell everybody to wear a mask.
And then, dude, on top of it, what I don't get is like, okay, look, I get like Black Lives Matter is a huge deal, man. It's insane. The America is so screwed up. They deserve. This is like. No doubt.
Can you believe
but
people
at this
in daylight?
time in history, you're going to do this right now? Like, right now, like, I get that it happened, and out of rage, you're going to go out there and hit the streets. Totally understandable. But then the politicians coming out, like the Democrats, and doing the whole knee and telling people to go out and protest. It's like, you just told us 2 weeks ago to lock ourselves in our house, wear a mask, don't touch anything, don't go near anyone. And then you go 2 weeks later and you're like, yeah, go out there and protest and have a grandiose time. You're like, what am I supposed to do?
Political leaders are calling for protests?
The Democrats, yes, 100%. The Democrats, when that was going on, they were saying, go out there and protest and make your voices heard.
They should protest, man. There's some terrible things that have been happening.
Dude, it is so bad. But right now is like in the middle of a pandemic.
There might be another way. There might be
There's got to be another way. It's insane. It's just insane to do it. It just doesn't make any sense. You just put all the data together and what they tell you to do to avoid avoid like spreading the virus. It doesn't. Anywhere in there sound like protesting is a great idea.
And then there's that other element of people that seem to just want to be shit disturbers. Like I saw somebody like that the other day driving back with my friend Javier. He looked like a junkie. He clearly was a mentally ill person. But just walking, you watch him walk down the street and he's knocking over parking sign or like those construction thing, knocking that over, throwing cones into the middle of the street. Walks up behind a couple and is going like with his cup like a dick.
Yeah, but that's not a protest.
No. I'm just saying there's that other kind of person that just wants to make everything shit for everybody. Like
shit disturber.
They showed in I forget those unmarked military and police that were just arresting people, kidnapping people basically. And I saw one video where these cops they just started beating the shit out of two guys that were dressed in first aid things, and they walked up to a guy who had been knocked out by a bullet in the head, a non-lethal bullet to the head, and they walked up and they're like, listen, we're just gonna try to help this guy, and they started beating the shit out of them. And then I'm looking at their first aid whatever outfit, and they look painted. They look like fake. Like I think maybe these anarchists whatever are dressing up to look like they should be in places where they're not supposed to be. It's so hard. It's so hard. There's such malicious fucking cunt faces out there trying to fuck everything up. Like, and then there's just backward thinking people that are out there trying to fuck things up. Like the Black Lives Matter thing that they put on they've been putting on streets and stuff like that. The rolling paint Black Lives Matter down right in front of Trump Tower in New York City.
Yeah.
And these fucking hillbilly redneck fuckface with white lives matter or all lives matter or white lives matter painting over it with black paint
over it.
in the middle of the day. Like, how do you think you're going to be on the right side of history doing shit like that?
Well, those are probably mentally
this was a family. They were there with their children. The fucking showed up.
And that's not mentally ill?
No, you're right. I guess mentally ill people. Mentally ill people are allowed to have children, but they seem more like Karens and Kevins. They seem more like Karens and Kevins with a fucking backward thing. Just racist fucks. Painting over Black Lives Matter. Right. I'm like, t'es-tu fucking malade? And these poor kids that are there, totally in, like, all lives matter or whatever. Fucking kiss.
They're the polar opposite of Greta Thunberg,
who just donated. She won $1 million Peace Prize or World Prize and donated $1 million to.
No, 100,000.
$1 million.
She donated $1 million.
She won $1 million and donated immediately $1 million. She's still a hero. She makes my kids complete fucking garbage.
Where does she get this money, like, to live and do what she's doing? What happened?
Her parents have money. Her family's
loaded?
They have money. They're probably they're well off as we are, right? She has everything she needs. Anyway.
Interesting.
I'm haunted by the fact that I scream out neg before. Clearly, Black Lives Matter. I am a Black Lives Matter. I've been studying to not only be an ally, but to be part of the solution. I'm a very lucky white privileged. I know I'm fucking descended of the problem. These people look like the type of people that would yell that out, and this video had all the shit in our society that was
those people
so
would definitely yell that out. There's no doubt about that. I've seen these people in action yelling at me. I've seen those people.
And again, so like the white privilege, especially when you want to be an ally and you want to be part of the solution, it created this white guilt also. So I feel like I need to redeem or whatever. But there was a lovely thing that was posted and it was getting good traction on Twitter. But 2 days ago, I think 2 or 3 days ago, there was a house fire and these two young urban black guys, whatever, saw the house on fire and like, fuck, no one's doing anything. They broke, I'm not supposed to say black guys anymore? I can't say black guys?
I think it's because you said urban. But I'm laughing
because I'm saying they're young. They're wearing basketball gear. They're looking like the kind of guys.
Fine.
They look like the kind of guys that police.
I get it, dude.
That police would fucking.
I called myself colored, and a guy told me I can't say colored. I'm like, but I am.
I'm a colored.
What is this? It's like, you can't. I go, get the fuck out of here. I can't say anything anymore. I totally get it. It's like nobody knows what you.
Because it didn't happen in New York City or it didn't happen in New York or LA, whatever. I think it happened in Mississippi or something like that. So they were dressed in an urban way, but they were black. They were black guys, and they were in a white neighborhood. So probably in this story that somebody's going to twist this story like, why were they even in that neighborhood? Yeah. But anyway, they broke the door down, went in and saved the people that were asleep, and fucking their house was on fire. And the tweet was like, no one's going to talk about this in the media. And it's true. I didn't see anything about this in any of the media. I only saw it on this one Twitter thing, and it had like 26,000 shares. But
again, I don't know. Who knows?
And that's what anybody should do.
All these things now, is it real? Is anything real
any
anymore?
Color.
Who knows?
That's what we should be doing. You see somebody not doing good. Like I feel now like a coward at Canadian Tire when that lady started cussing at this teenager because she took somebody who butt in line or whatever. Motherfucker, we've been fucking waiting here. I should have said, hey, on se calme. This is a 17-year-old girl working at the return counter at fucking Canadian Tire.
On se calme.
Relax, lady. You're returning a fucking $18 mop. things are really fucking. You know, I should have, but no, I was too busy trying to buy my 1999 fucking sheets on special.
Yeah, it's. I saw people. Yeah, people are just last time too. I told you that when I was in Maxi, there was someone freaking out, and now it's gonna get crazy. But for the most part, man, in Canada, like I've been out. Everyone's going to stores. They're wearing masks. Nobody's complaining about it.
Everyone in masks for the last 2 days.
Business as usual. I love it. I think it's great because I think it's the only way we'll get back to just being able to live normal until everything gets cleared up. But until they figure out how to cure this thing. Have a vaccine.
That won't happen.
A mask.
But
a mask is a great. But a mask, like, look, if we got to wear a mask for a year just to like make this thing go less, like, there's way less numbers where like your chances of getting it are so small.
Let's be honest.
Then I'm good with it. Let's just wear a fucking mask.
It's all about slowing it down to where the healthcare system can treat all the people.
Exactly,
so that people
who are
are
getting
dying
sick
who
from
are
it.
untreated. There's no stopping it. They're slowing it down, like you said. It's making it manageable. There won't be a vaccine. There may be a treatment that works better than what we're doing right now than just respirator and vitamin C to let's ride it out. But you won't catch me anyway. They could announce tomorrow we have an effective vaccine tomorrow. I'm fucking not taking this vaccine, dude. I don't trust this shit.
No.
AIDS has been around. Listen, all I know is virus. Again, I'm not a scientist, but it's a virus. I don't know of any viruses that we have proper vaccines for. We had the flu vaccine that reduces your chance of getting the flu by like 40%. Fuck that. I don't know what's in this thing. You're going to inject it straight in my thing? Like, I've never done heroin either. I've never done heroin. And I hear heroin feels fucking great. But I'm not letting just fucking something that a fucking dude says, oh, you're going to love this, and fucking inject it into my body. No.
You're going to love this.
Well, shit, I don't even take Advil.
I'm sure that's what the doctors say before they inject you with the flu shot.
Dude.
Oh, you're going to love this.
Demerol, I have had them tell me, Demerol, you are going to enjoy this. Demerol is pretty good. Yeah.
Buddy. Hell yeah.
But the vaccine,
some of those things. But again, I would never do it unless I was in extreme pain, like those hard like painkillers, like when you're in the hospital.
Advil's got the fucking fucked up shit. My friend Steph knows a guy that he almost died because of Advil. You're supposed to take Advil with full stomach. There's a guy on my baseball team that's had an ulcer for 4 years because he was taking too much Advil at one point. I was going to
say that,
and it won't heal. So
stomach bleeding.
AIDS was a pretty big deal in the 80s, if you remember. 80s and 90s, it was a pretty big deal. Big virus. All pharma has been studying it. They've got great treatments for it. They've got great treatment. People are living 30, 40, 50 years with HIV and AIDS.
I think you're good now.
But there's still no fucking vaccine. So, viens pas me dire that they didn't invest enough time or money in trying to find a vaccine for AIDS.
You know what the difference is? The difference is the amount of people that have AIDS is enough to make money off of. If you don't have a vaccine to cure it, like if you just have to keep them dependent on it. But with this virus, the amount of people that have it, you don't want to keep this virus going around because it's really like hurting the economy already on its own. It's not helping it.
Because of the pandemic level
They need to cure this one. AIDS is different. AIDS is like you could prevent it. It's a lot easier to prevent it. And people, I mean, at the time, nobody knew. At the time, it was, of course, it was the same. It's a pandemic.
Masks are pretty well just a face condom. They're a face condom to prevent the mask.
There you go.
That's what it is. Wear your mask. Stop being a cunt. Just wear your face condom.
Yeah, it's you know what? I'm surprised we haven't been wearing face condoms years ago. We've been walking out there unprotected without face condoms on. How disgusting of a society we were 6 months ago. Animals. We were a bunch of animals just walking out on there, breathing on each other. Ugh.
God.
Imagine.
I can't believe we've done a whole other podcast about coronavirus again. Let's switch it up.
Dude, we'll never stop. Remember? We'll never stop.
Well, no.
All right.
Hopefully it'll pass.
We'll do something special for the next one.
Wear a mask.
The next one's episode 20.
Wash your hands. We're going to move on to another topic. Wash your hands. Wear a mask. Be safe. Be kind to your fellow man. That's think about the next person. If you don't, I don't like wearing a mask. I'm a smoker. I wore a mask walking up the stairs at the Comedy Nest. I almost fucking died. But it makes people feel comfortable, so fucking do it. Just be nice.
Yeah.
Now, remember at the beginning, I was talking about my golf game today.
Right, yeah.
Usually
golf.
the golf gods are always against me. Today I hit a shot. I hadn't played in 2 months. I kind of lost my passion for golf because I'm not getting better. And today, again, I hit the exact same score that I've been fucking always playing anyway. But I haven't played in 2 months, so I was happy with a 95 today. But I hit a shot and I hit a tree and I'm like, oh great, I'm never gonna find that. Fuck it. It hit the tree, da-ding, and fucking bounced into the fairway and I had a clean shot for the next shot. I'm like, oh my God, that never happens. Another time, I hit a drive and it was shit and it was like right behind the tree. So like the hole's here, my ball ends up like right here behind the tree. So I'm like, let's see. So I try to do a little tricky trick and fucking try to hit it so that it go like, ooh, and then turn after the tree, right? But no, it just
confidence.
It just went fucking. It just went straight into water. Fucking lost dead second shot. So now I'm hitting a dropped ball. It's a penalty. I'm already on my fourth shot. This shit, and I drop it and I smoke it. I fucking smoke it. I'm like, oh wow, that's great, but it's up a hill and it's going, and then you hear ta-tonk tonk. I'm like, Carlis. Carlis. And then my friend Dave's, whose dad we're playing with, he hits his shot, whatever, he hits it, and I'm like, oh, that was a great shot, good. So I go start walking up the hill to see where my ball, if it got ka-tunk into the fairway again. No, and as I'm walking away, I hear the sound of, and then I look, there's a fucking ball rolling down the cart path that my cart is on, rolling down, and now it's picking up speed and it's fucking hitting huge speed. And this is like 40 seconds since I hit my ball, and it fucking hits the cart and stops in the grass. And Dave picks it up. He's like, holy fuck, dude, it's your Titleist too. This is your ball that I hit up there. It fucking ricocheted off a bunch of branches, slowly trickled, and then fucking ended up followed the cart path all the way back down and hit my cart. And I'm like, you know what? That's the universe saying this is a do-over. I'm not taking that shot. I dropped another ball, hit it, and it hit a tree, and it still wasn't a good shot. But fuck, it was so weird. It was like if this was PGA coverage, that cameraman would have been following this. Like it was almost a full minute of just, it was doing its own thing. We watch this other guy shoot, and it was doing its own thing, and then to finally end up right back at my feet. It was pretty amazing.
Jeez. I guess it's the end of Happy Gilmore.
You kind of had to be there, I guess. The other thing, we haven't even shown this T-shirt. This is a new Bacon No Bacon T-shirt.
Oh, yeah, Chico. The new shirt. Chico. Thank you, Chico. I got to go get my shirt. I love that shirt. That's a great one. Look at that.
Chico
the logo, buddy.
What's it called again? Something Sports?
Champion.
No.
Champion Sports?
No, Carlis.
God.
Did he write
something?
It on the back?
It's something Roman, isn't it? Isn't it like Roman
Gladiator Sports?
Gladiator Sports?
No, it's not that. God, we're terrible. But Chico.
Oh man, we said it like a million times.
Yeah,
Chico, you got to send me some so I know the name.
You do have it. He's got.
I know,
one
but he
for
sent
you.
it to your house. I never see the name of the company. You just go, "Here's a shirt."
Yeah.
I go, "Well, who sent it?" Chico.
Chico from
Chico.
Northern Sports.
It's in Sudbury.
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 There's one in North Bay too, but that's not Chico. Chico's the Sudbury one.
Chico. Sudbury. Here, let me see if I can find it. Sudbury. Let's see how good his Google search comes up. Printing.
T-shirt. Yeah, clothing.
T-shirt.
Let's
see.
Sudbury.
No, these don't look familiar.
So this, I don't even know how we got this. This was a design that Abdul's wife made for a coffee cup that we did. And the whole logo, everything. And he got it high res enough to print it on a T-shirt. And he sent me a couple of surprise T-shirts. And and an ashtray.
On there.
I can't believe I'm using this fucking poor person full gross ashtray. We have a bacon no bacon ashtray.
No bacon ashtray.
It's upstairs. See, because I was late. I almost forgot we had a podcast today. I'm such a terrible podcast friend.
Almost. You did forget.
Yeah. Okay,
you totally forgot.
All right. What did I write here? Abdul is a cunt. Oh. Hey.
Oh, and to everybody who played the contest last, speaking of cunts.
Yes.
I remember somebody sent an email. I did not do the show.
He didn't.
So
He choked. He got scared. He was scared.
I didn't get scared. I had a writing package to do. I did not get scared. I have a writing package to do, and I'm focusing on writing more right now because stand-up just doesn't make
full of shit.
any sense. Doesn't make any sense.
It was
I want to do it.
We had fun. We had so much fun.
Anyway, I did the Nest. I was at the Nest on the Friday.
Everyone, we had like 7 responses. Bruce Ricketts.
Bruce won. Bruce got the shirt.
He's getting the fucking T-shirt, and I'll bring it to him. I'm working with him next week. I'm going to bring it to him. Everyone else said, no, Abdul's going to go, Derek. Of course Abdul's going to go.
Tell Bruce I say hi. I've never met him. I was supposed to do the show, but I'm not.
He hired you and then fired you.
And then he fired me without any response.
Because he knows you're scared. Because he knows you're scared to go out of the house.
Yeah, you know what? I'm fucking glad. No. No, man. I was looking forward to doing the show in October. It was supposed to happen in October, and then it got canceled.
Well, here's some
then it turned into like a Zoom
some
show.
Redemption opportunity, Abdul. I'm doing so. We plugged my St. John, New Brunswick shows. We mentioned my.
I'm not going to Ottawa. I'm not doing the Panderic show. I'm not doing stand up anymore. I'm off. I'm doing this. I'm doing the Nest on Sunday, and I'm done. I'm off. I'm taking a break. I'm focusing on writing. I'm focusing on videos. I'm no longer gonna.
You're not gonna do the Panderic show on Friday?
I don't think I'm gonna do the Panderic. No, I'm gonna take a break.
I'm going to believe you this time, and I'm going to ask somebody else. I keep holding out hope that you're going to be like, of course Abdul's going to come.
Oh, don't try to guilt me with that.
But I'm going to ask somebody else.
I told you a million times to ask someone else. I even suggested people, and you're like...
And I'm like,
I did ask anyone.
I did ask Pantelis, but he was doing the Nest that night.
Okay.
But, so no, I just went and I kept all the money for myself. Whatever, all the money.
Buddy.
All the dozens of dollars, I kept all for myself.
Money. Well, here's the thing, man. It's not that I don't want to do it. It's that, and I mean, we're in a different situation than the States. We're definitely like our numbers are way lower, so the risk is a lot less. But if you really think about it, it comes down to it's like the money that you're making doing the shows, and then the fact that you're going out there and you're risking it, and it's like, I gotta find another avenue. I gotta find something.
I think you don't like stand up anymore. I think you don't.
I love stand up. I love stand-up.
Well, come do a show on Friday in my yard. You're outside.
I just think right now it just doesn't make any sense.
You're outside in safety. There's only
internet show.
There's only 8 people. There's 8 people live.
Dude,
You've done so many open mics for less than 8 people. Let's see.
I had the best time at like the Nest doing it. It was so fun. It felt great again. But then you get off and you're like, oh, I'm back in this shitty world.
Yeah. That's how I felt too. Like so,
it's so depressing. I felt bad after because I'm like, oh, man, like after you get off stage, usually everyone's happy. We're having a good time. We're hanging out.
High five, something. Yeah, good job.
And now it's just like everyone's still. You got a distance, and it just sucks all the fun right out of it.
Yeah, I agree. Well, my yard is not like that.
It hurts me.
People will hug you if you let them.
No, I don't.
My yard.
And that's the opposite side that I'm worried about.
Only if you let them, though. Everyone's very respectful. And there's only 8 people. There's 8 people coming. So you have that. You have 25 people on Zoom, maybe hundreds on YouTube, but 8 people live here, and then 25 that you can see and talk to on the Zoom. Anyway, I don't know why I'm trying to sell it to you. Other comedians are begging me to do it. So you don't want to do it? That's fine. You just go ahead. I did want to reserve a little bit of time. We're winding down now. My kids keep coming to the thing because I said I'm gonna smoke a joint with my kids tonight, and they're very excited about that.
Oh man, they're stoked.
Kids being 20 and 19-year-old people, so I don't do it very much because I tell them that they shouldn't do it. Anyway, but you did put out a writing package. Oh, I'm getting a note. Oh, that's right. I have a shout out to do. A shout out to Jim O'Donnell from Knowlton. He bought a Bacon No Bacon T-shirt. He's a supporter of the podcast. He bought 2 Bacon No Bacon T-shirts. He listens all the time. Jim O'Donnell. He's one of Leanne's customers. Leanne's father, and he loves the podcast. He doesn't like Muslim people, but he really said that he likes the podcast. Anyway, I'm kidding. I just added that, Jim. Just don't.
But who's Leanne?
Leanne, you actually did meet them. Remember that we did that gig in Scotty's in Lac Brome?
Yeah.
One of Angela's friends was there with her husband, Mike, and Leanne. Tall guy,
yeah.
shorter girl.
Okay.
She smoked a lot of weed. She smokes weed fucking constantly. Her dad is Jim O'Donnell. I think I met him there
cool.
as well. But he bought 2 T-shirts, and it's great. He's a big supporter, and Angela's still giving me fucking say, oh no, yeah, don't talk about smoking weed. No, Leanne doesn't smoke weed or anything. Ooh, it's legal. What the fuck are you worried about? Shut up. She's a chronic weed smoker. But Jim O'Donnell from Knowlton. He's a thank you, Jim. Thank you for your support. Maybe you would like one of these limited edition, the new
Those
bacon,
are cool,
no bacon
man.
T-shirts.
We got bacon, no bacon shirts. Get some bacon, no bacon shirts.
We've only got ones that have been worn by me and Abdul's. Maybe Abdul's. Abdul won't come get his.
I thought you have other bacon, no bacon shirts still.
Yeah, he bought 2 of the other ones, but these are the limited edition ones that we just received. Yeah. I've worn my 2 extra large. There's only 1 large left for you because Chico likes me better. So I get 2, you get 1. That's how it works. And I get an ashtray because you don't smoke. But anyway, I did want to reserve a little bit of time at the end of this. Jim, I hope you were happy with that. Thank you for your support. Sorry if you didn't know your daughter smoked an obscene amount of weed. Abdul, tell us, and I'm not going to name drop, but Abdul was working on a package. That's why he didn't come.
I'm not mentioning anything. We're not going to mention the
show, but you did work. I assume you must have worked very hard to forego a fucking road trip with your best buddy, Derek Seguin.
It was a great opportunity.
Are you happy with what you submitted?
I was very happy.
Did you use any of the nuggets that I provided?
I think one. I think we talked about something that I wrote in it that I
something that we laughed about like crazy. I don't know if you were able to write it in such a way that regular people would find it funny. I forget what the joke was.
That I didn't end up writing it up. No, I actually pitched myself in to do
Streeter.
Yeah, some like the style of things that I used to do.
You're really good at it. So anyway, everybody, if you could cross your fingers to the universe, Abdul no longer wants to do stand-up, so a writing job is really all he can fucking do anymore. Let's hope that package blew somebody's socks off and that all the work he put in, because he is a very talented writer, and
Thanks, buddy.
He's a smart guy.
I'm trying, man. Just trying to move forward and like, dude, the stand-up, it hurts my heart. Like I told you, like just doing it, like it doesn't have the same fun, and I don't want to lose that. I don't want to be like, I don't want that memory to disappear.
Dude, I know exactly what you mean. It's not
so like I'm like, I got to just move forward and maybe try something else in the video world or doing things. I'm excited, man. I mean, that's what took off at the start for me was just doing what made me happy.
When we started doing stand-up and get a little bit of success and all that, right? We're moving forward, and you get to your eye like, oh my God, it would be so fun to be that. And you paint this picture of what stand-up could be. Oh my God, I'm going to be playing theaters or, arenas or like just, and then now, best case scenario reality for the next year or so is nothing close to what our... now it's like
it's sad.
Stand-up might survive. I mean, it's a different context to be doing it.
It's very sad.
But for me,
it sucks.
I still love doing it. I love it enough that I'm gonna keep plugging away at it. And I actually,
dude.
I thoroughly enjoy my backyard shows now. I've gotten the rhythm. It sounds stupid.
I don't think this is the last one you're going to do. I think you're going to keep doing a lot of them. I think that's just going to become the reality of stand-up eventually. But I don't see you not doing another one after this. I know you keep saying it's your last one, but I think you will.
I hope things just get better and back to normal. But like,
I hope so.
Do you know Lars Calliew?
No.
He's been doing backyard shows, like none of the internet, just the backyard show. So like 10, 15, 20 people spread out in a yard. He's done over 100 of them in Calgary, in Edmonton, sorry. Over 100 since fucking April.
So it's been 100 days since summer? Like,
dude, he did, I think one day he did 5 shows in one day.
Holy shit. So, and people come to the shows?
They're
all live?
They're all live right there in the yard. Sometimes it's 9 people, sometimes it's 15 people. But there are some of us that are just addicted to stand-up, and we need to be talking to people.
Yeah. Yeah,
anyway,
it's just...
On a serious note,
Yeah.
good luck, man. Merde.
Thanks, buddy,
Rick,
and good luck with...
I hope you
Dude,
got
you're-
that. I hope you got that.
Thanks, man.
At least
I
a
hope so,
second
too.
crack, a meeting, or I don't even know how it works. Maybe you'll be Zooming with the...
I hope somebody just looks
The
at
guy.
my package and I'll be happy.
That would be wonderful.
Someone just looks at
So,
it.
little plugs. Abdul is trying to become a Hollywood writer and has given up stand-up. I, on the other hand, I'm doing a
I
pan...
haven't given it up.
Yeah, you're
Just
done. You're
take it.
done. I've voted already. You're out. You're out of the stand-up world.
I'm just not jumping on right away. I'll wait till it dies down the virus.
I'm doing a Pan-Derek Live Volume 5 on Friday,
Buy
July...
tickets to Derek's show.
Friday, July 24th at 9 p.m. DerekSeguin.com for Zoom or YouTube option. There's also T-shirts. Not this one, but there's the regular bacon, no bacon. There's the Pan Derek T-shirt like that on a T-shirt. Not that, but that. That on a T-shirt. My new album is out also, the Pan Derek First Wave. I'm starting the edit of the second wave, which was your suggestion to split it into 2 albums. I'm going to start editing that this week, which will either be called Second Wave or The End is Near or We're Back, Baby. I don't know what it's going to be called yet. We'll see when it's ready. I will also be at Yuck Yucks in Ottawa, July 30, 31, and August 1st. Please buy your tickets in advance. They don't want to deal with cash. Everything has to be pre-bought. If we don't sell enough tickets to the late shows, we can't. So, Ottawa, Yuck Yucks, July 30, 31, 1st, August 1st. Please make it full because I can't wait to really do stand-up in a club again. It's going to be great.
Yeah.
And then St. John. I feel like David Letterman. And that's it. I got all those things.
Just throw the pencil onto the roof.
And again, send positive vibes to the universe that Abdul gets a crack at a meeting or a test run or whatever it is.
Positivity.
I don't even know how TV works.
All right, buddy. Well, let's do this next week.
Yes, let's. I love you, buddy. Even though
Love you
you've
too,
quit
man.
comedy and we have so little in common anymore.